see all your teammates' pretty faces on one screen as Sneak takes your photo at a regular interval. Log in with Slack or Google and send Sneak snaps direct to any Slack channel when you catch a friend looking seductive, yawning, or singing opera.
I can't believe they would showcase this as a selling point for their app. It's not funny. This is just making fun of your coworkers. They have an entire video dedicated to making fun of users that use the software. Alright, look, I know I've made a lot of videos about employee tracking, and this is another video sort of like that. It started off with someone sending me this webpage about how this is a tracking software that can send a webcam image. Then I found this other software called Sneak. Sneak is a service that employers are starting to use, which snaps a picture of your webcam every 1 to 5 minutes. And if they click on you, they can immediately join a call with you. Here's an article I found from Business Insider. Sneak's user base has rapidly expanded in recent weeks as companies transition to work from home. The software's interface lets people set their webcam to automatically photograph them 1 or 5 minutes. If a coworker clicks on their face, Sneak's default settings will instantly connect the two coworkers in a live call. I don't know about you, but if I'm working and someone just clicks on my picture and then suddenly I'm in a conversation with them, I'm going to be completely thrown out of whatever groove that I'm in. I'm sure a lot of people out there that have to focus on their job, if they're immediately interrupted with some dude clicking on you going, "Hey, what's up? I just got a quick question," and you're like jolted out of it. The employers that use this software say that it's used to build an office-like dynamic. So water cooler talk, being able to look around the office and see what everyone else is doing, even though they shouldn't be doing that anyways. They should be working. And here's the part that gives me an LOL. Sneak was never designed to spy on anyone. We'd be the worst spy company ever considering we named our app Sneak. Curry said, "We know lots of people will find it an invasion of privacy. We 100% get that. And it's not the solution for those folks, but there's lots of teams out there who are good friends and want to stay connected when they're working together." That's weird. That's really weird. I think a lot of people can agree with me here that having a window full of your coworkers' faces in the top corner of your screen is a little odd. Like, I don't want to see what my friends are doing while they're working. I have no business. I have no care in the world to see them pick their nose. And they make jokes about it. Apparently, the CTO and co-founder of Basecamp, which is a company that does remote working right, it's all based on trust and stuff, he tweeted this, and he says, "This shit makes my skin crawl." So the company in reference here is called Sound Commerce, and Sound Commerce is basically making their employees use this. The purpose of Sneak isn't surveillance, Curry said, but office culture. What a cop-out. Office culture can be created in many ways. Not to mention, I don't think most people actually like office culture. I think they just tolerate it. Why would you want to recreate office culture? I get wanting to recreate the ability to like talk with people, but office culture is terrible. We've worked from home for 10 plus years, and one of the biggest things that starts to creep in is that sense of isolation. And it does really affect people's mental health. If you're working remotely, go somewhere. Go sit upstairs with other people. That's what I would do. Go to a coffee shop, go to the park, go to the beach and sit on the beach and watch people do beach things while you work. Like this whole like, well, I'm alone if I'm working remote. Don't be alone. Go be with other people then. Or just like call your mom. Like, I don't know. Like just having the ability to look up and see your teammates there can make all the difference. I don't want to look up and see what my teammates are doing. I want to have Twitch open. I want to have Slack open. I want to have whatever it is I'm working on in the middle and do those things. I have zero care in the world to have a dedicated little screen to see my boss's face. Here's the company in question, and here's what it looks like. Randomly takes pictures of whatever it is you're doing. In a work from home world, how can companies best recapture the immediacy of working in an office together? You don't do that. Nobody wants that. For Eric Best, it means relying on common tools like Slack to help the 21-person startup he founded. That makes sense. Slack, communication tools, right? That's good. Sound Commerce has gone even further by using an always-on group video chat service called Sneak. It went from being nice to have to mission critical. The engineers at the company had used Sneak for a while before the entire company recently adapted it. Can you imagine being at work and you're not using this, and then suddenly your boss sends you an email that says, "Hey, we're going to use always-on webcams while we're working." Tough shit. A lot of people that fap at home during the day are going to be disappointed with this software. Between this and Slack, we basically have given our employees the ability to be in constant contact throughout the day. You're not supposed to be in constant contact. You're supposed to sit there and work and be productive and have output. This is their YouTube channel. It's called Sneak.
Welcome to Sneak. Sneak is as close to a real office as you can get. It's like looking at your teammates across the room and walking up to their desk for a chat.
No, it's not. It's not like that at all. It's just spying on people at home. This has nothing to do with walking up to someone. They can see you coming from the corner of their eye. They can't see you click on them and then immediately start a conversation. Like, this is not the same at all.
See all your teammates' pretty faces on one screen as Sneak takes your photo at a regular interval. To have a chat with one of them, simply click on their photo for instant video. And yes, we all pick our noses. There's no shame.
And yes, we all pick our noses. There's no shame in that. Like, what if you're diabetic, right? And you do use the insulin, right? Then you have to start thinking about the privacy of what your employers and what your coworkers can or can't see.
Each chat head shows your teammates' availability, the time in their local time zone, and their personal status message. Most of the time, they're crap, but I'm hilarious. Click on your teammate's lovely face to start an instant video chat. Choose between full screen mode for closer pimple examination.
Click on full screen for pimple examination. It's not funny.
Click the X or hover over your own photo to leave the call. The other folks in the call can remain chatting and will probably talk behind your back. Don't take it personally. It's just office banter.
It's just office banter talking behind your back. Like, this is trash.
Log in with Slack or Google and send Sneak Snaps direct to any Slack channel when you catch a friend looking seductive, yawning, or singing opera.
I can't believe they would showcase this as a selling point for their app. It's not funny. This is just making fun of your coworkers. Use our sweet Slack integration to showcase and publicly humiliate your coworkers. That's what this is. This isn't good. This isn't good marketing. This isn't a good selling point. This is just embarrassment for your coworkers. Wow, great office culture you're trying to recreate there. They have an entire video dedicated to making fun of users that use the software, calling it the Yawn Opera. Here's that video. Somehow it has 8 upvotes. I'll just add one. Okay, this is normalizing behavior by just passing it off as office. This is not office culture. It's not making fun of your coworkers. At least that's no office culture I don't think many people would want to be a part of. Ha ha ha, I get it. Ha ha ha, people make funny faces. This is stupid. Why would you make an entire video about making fun of your workers? Imagine if you had a creeper boss, right? And he's just...
Oh, we need to use this for office culture. Please set it to snap every 1 minute.
Here's a review of the Sneak software on Product Hunt. It says, putting the collaboration back into working from home. This isn't collaboration. There's nothing collaborative about watching other people. That's creepy. It can be quite daunting to have your webcam on at all times, although it is for the greater good of the team, so this is not entirely a disadvantage. You're normalizing this behavior, Claire. You're saying that it's for the greater good. What greater good? So that your boss can see inside your house? It's just normalizing a breach of privacy. Here's another one from a founder of a different company that says, for us, the need to feel like we're sort of in the same place is more important than privacy concerns. Just think about that. Just let that process. We need to feel like we're all together in the same place. Your privacy doesn't matter. Again, normalizing this. If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to worry about, right? It's this guilty until proven innocent. Why do you need to watch me? Why do you need to see what I'm doing? Because you think that I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing? Guilty until I'm proved that I'm not. But even then, you still have to use the software. It's sort of like being in an office. It may just take some time for your team member to remember that the camera is on, since it's just there in the background, not something that you're actively paying attention to. If my webcam was on all day, I'd be actively paying attention to it. It'd be facing the wall. Actually, it'd probably just be unplugged, and I'd probably just quit working at that company. Sure, someone can look at Sneak window while you happen to be picking your nose, but I'd say there's a 70% chance no one would ever notice. Again, because you're not actively looking at the snaps. If you're not actively looking at it, then why have it? DM someone for a call. Still early days, but we've been using it like this. Send a Slack message to a team member, no response. Check the Sneak and notice they've stepped away. What the fuck is that? If you send a message to a team member and they don't respond, that doesn't give you the right to go see what they're doing at their house. That's weird. It's like if you went to your neighbor's house, knocked on the door, and they didn't answer, so you start looking in the windows. But they compare it to, it's like popping your head up to see if someone is at their desk if you worked in the same office. But it's not an office. It's someone's house. There's a big difference. You can actually tell when someone is having a bad day, so you can decide to hold off on bugging them about that TPS report they didn't get to. But I thought you said that you're not actively paying attention to the screen. So how can you tell someone's having a bad day? You'd have to be noticing their mannerisms and their facial expressions and what they're doing around their house. When you need to work over the weekend, it's lonely, but it's not so bad if you can actually see your teammates working too. This is just fucked up in every which way you read that one. If you want to see people's faces and you want to feel more connected and less alone, you can go to thispersondoesnotexist.com, and these are all faces created with AI. And every time you refresh the page, you get a person, and you could just make a collection of these and put them up in your corner, and now you can look up at some people that don't exist. Here's the maker of Sneak saying, "We try not to take ourselves too seriously. Half the fun of Sneak is all the stupid faces people pull up when their snap is being taken. That's why we integrated with Slack so you can send the photo into the channel so everyone can have a good laugh, and save the embarrassing photo for later." How does this have 4 upvotes? Anyways, that's all I got for you today, guys. If you like these sorts of videos exposing corporate culture, go ahead and click like, click subscribe, and leave a comment and let me know if you'd ever use this piece of shit. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.